Miracle Dogs is absolutely adorable and definitely quite an emotional film, but not necessarily because of the dogs, definitely to an extent, but there were other factors as well. Miracle Dogs was released in 2003. It's directed by Craig Clyde and it's written by Clyde based on the book Annie Loses Her Leg But Finds Her Way by Sandra J. Philipson. And we have a cast including Rue McClanahan, which I didn't actually know until I started watching it, so that was quite exciting. We also have Stacy Keach and Kate Jackson, and we have Josh Hutcherson as our protagonist, Charlie. And Charlie is a little boy who finds this dog, and unfortunately the dog is not very well. And it was definitely an emotional start. And then, I don't want to go into too much about how this comes about, but basically dogs start to help people who are unwell, people in hospital, and we have these miracle dogs. And it's all about how dogs can bring joy and potentially healing to people who are unwell or going through a difficult time. And it's basically just celebrating all of the wonderful things that dogs can bring to us. And Charlie does this by bringing together these dogs and helping people, and it's really sweet. It's a really lovely narrative. The story is very well told. The pacing is really good. There is nothing about this that didn't work. I think Josh Hutcherson does a great job with the character of Charlie. We have quite a lot of dogs in this, and they're all very, very beautiful, absolutely adorable. And as I said at the beginning, it does get emotional, but not just because of the dogs. Obviously, early on, a dog is unwell. It got me a little bit emotional, but actually because we have a lot of humans going through difficult times, there are a lot of emotions from other sources throughout as well. A lot of sorrow, but hope as well, and it has a lot to offer. It's a bit of an emotional roller coaster, but in a way that's very well done. Great story, great performances, adorable dogs, and definitely a film that I enjoyed. It's not tremendously heavy. It's not one of those films where I was sobbing from start to finish. But every couple of scenes, there was something either a little bit emotional or I had happy tears, depending on what was happening. So definitely not one to watch if you're feeling like it might be a little too heavy for you at the moment. Certainly it's not the kind of film that I'd want to watch if I was feeling emotionally fragile and not equipped to deal with the emotions in this. But generally speaking, on an average day, I think it's a really lovely film. Some really lovely uplifting moments as well. And ultimately, Miracle Dogs is a great story, great characters and performances, gorgeous dogs. And if you're looking for a sweet story, or if you just like films about dogs, then I'd say Miracle Dogs is definitely worth watching.